Welcome back to Dat Game, the show where we take a look at video games with sexy, sexy covers. I'm Shades, and this is the Visual Novel Marathon. For the second big review of this marathon, I've decided to take a look at the entire Nekopara series to date. Nekopara is a series of visual novels by Nekopara and published by Sekai Project. This is a start-to-finish series, meaning that there are no choices, but the story is more thick like a book, and it relies on its own plot as the guide. The games also use a system known as emote that allows the characters in-game to be animated, rather than looking like planks of wood. Later they went further with this tech with a petting mechanic and even a bounce key. You play as Kasho, who aspires to be a chef, so he fucks off to the city to open his own shop, away from his sister and an array of pet cat girls. I mean, unless he wants to fuck a fresh loaf of bread, why the fuck would you want to move? Note to self: bake bread, stick penis inside, record results. Though Kasho starts to unpack his stuff in the shop, when he finds 2 boxes, he doesn't remember packing. Whoa, you just can't leave stuff lying around like that! That could be a box! 2 of the house cat girls, Chocola and Vanilla, have packed themselves in the shop delivery so they can stay close to their master. But we don't approve. I mean, those look like cat girls to me. I mean, if they were real cats, you know, like real actual cats, those fuckers would be out the door. I don't want none of them scratching up my loaf, but actual cat girls? That's a money-making machine. It'll make your bread rise. Calling home, we get no response, so I guess we're stuck with them. 2 young, cute, sexy cat girls. And us. Alone. In a big house. With all these cooking ingredients. Ooh yeah! Gonna make myself a sex cake. Straight away I want to point out that the art style is fantastic. The detail in the characters is something that goes that extra mile than most visual novels. And with the emo engine, it makes them feel more alive in every scene. The way the characters interact with the player between scenes and the subtle walking animations add as a nice touch. It's that extra layer of effort I expect in a game with no decision making. Take note, Sakura Spirit! So we try to call home again, but no response. Meanwhile, the girls want to snuggle in our bed. But Kasho has other plans. Them fresh loaves come first. We head out shopping for supplies with our cat girls and get a lot of strange looks. Not for the fact that they are cat girls, but because, well... Okay, it's because they're cat girls, but they aren't helping by being full on in public. In the world Kasho lives in, cat girls are the norm. Kinda like household pets that will do anything to please their master for an extra treat at the end of the day. That definitely reminds me of something. I can't think of the word though. Nah, I got nothing. On our way home with our slave workers, we bump into a food cart cat. Legal! Legal! She's not legal! You do that again, I'm gonna call the po-po! Comparing cat girls, we end up scoring some free meals for dinner. Again, it's odd. Cat girls and humans eat the same stuff, wear the same stuff, but hey, you got furry ears? You're earning your keep or going back to the fucking diamond mines. Kashoa once again is offered the chance to snuggle with the girls in bed, but turns them down.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times and I'm gonna go straight to Rule 34. I mean, this shit is as dry as the Calamari Desert in Double Dash.
Now is a good time to bring up the censored and non-censored moments in the game. The censored moments lead you to conversations which end in G-rated snuggles. But if you have the uncensored version, don't fret because things get down and dirty with the girls. It does not leave you hanging.
But hey, if you want a more, G-rated and light story, that's cool too, bro. If you're fucking boring.
Kashoa wants to send the girls home the next day, but with no such luck. And with not much time left, it looks like we'll be employing them at the shop.
Cat girls, cafe. Cafe!
The girls suit up in some cat-made gear, and I'm just gonna say it, this is some of the cutest made outfits I've ever seen. Just another reason the art design deserves the love it gets. That and that panty shot. It's like that moment we first see dinosaurs in Jurassic Park.
Alan, this species of Variformin's been extinct since the Cretaceous period. I mean, this thing is about this thing. Why?
We're gonna make a fortune with this place.
One thing I failed to mention up to this point is that the visual novel acts much like an anime with its chapter pauses. It's a great way to break up the story for people when reading, so you don't feel like there isn't an end to the scene. So our hero decides to buy a few books on looking after cats, even though he's lived with like over 4 of the fuckers.
What, didn't this lazy fucker ever look after him when he lived at home? To me, this is kind of general knowledge. Fuck, even the chibi scenes are cute as balls. It's like watching an actual anime.
But the common knowledge of cat girls doesn't prepare us for the accident in the cafe, resulting in washing down the girls of flour. And he could act a little bit more enthusiastic about it.
You're washing nude cat girls. Embrace it! It's every man's dream!
The day of the cafe opening arrives and our sister makes a surprise visit with the family cat girls. Azuki, the sailor outfitted munchkin, Maple, the American curl cutie, Cinnamon, the Scottish fold, and one of my favorites, Coconut, the 2-colored eye busty mane. So Vanilla told the others about your store and, well, hijinks ensure. Being one guy and a bunch of cat girls, things start to get a bit steamy. Jealousy among cat girls brews, and we get some one-on-one time with the girls. Depending on your rating choice, it's between snuggle or slam.
And just because there's sex in the game, don't think it's sleazy. There's an actual plot as well. Not like, that actual plot, but an actual plot as well. And it's well thought out too.
Later we learn about cat bells and their importance to the cat girls, which leads to a hilarious test for the girls to sit. If they pass, they're rewarded, and they're officially made cat girls. Many of these mini plots are woven into the story. It's a very slice of life visual novel. There isn't much to spoil in this story-wise, as it's just simple moments. which there are too many to mention. But the end result of this is that the rest of the cat girls come to work at the cafe with us.
Ooh, what's that smell? Was that more bread baking? Or a sequel?
Well, since we're here, we can talk about the other games as well, before I get on with my verdict. The second game being a fan service storyline, an OVA, if you will, in the day of the life of cat girls known as Nekopara Volume 0. Set before the events of the first game, it's more focused on our sister and the girls before they travel to be with our hero, showing what a cat girl gets up to in an average day, such as cooking, watching TV, and even bathing.
ご主人がエロいからだよ。全員におっぱいがついてたら戦争なんて起きないって聞いたことあるし。冷たい水は冷たい水攻めはダメ。
I'd consider this one fan service for sure, but again it's a smaller story than the first chapter. It's just some extras with our cat girls. The one plus is the introduction to the padding and the boob shake button I mentioned earlier, which gives this one some extra sweetness poured on top. I recommend playing this one after Volume 1, but it's not needed, as again it's just more slice of life scenes with cute situations such as the air freshener scene. An adorable scene, but doesn't build to anything, so it's just there for your enjoyment. Now, Volume 2. I'd say out of the series it's probably my favourite, as there is focus on the other cat girls too, especially my girl Coconut. Volume 2 leads off a bit after the first one with the shop running at full steam, and everyone on dick.
Ah, I meant deck.
But now that there's more pressure for the creators, as there are more cat girls and moments to give into. But they do an amazing job catering to them, with even the rest of the cat girls getting involved. Again, the scenes are not too heavy, so don't feel invested, it's more slice of life. Coconut's story for me was the best as it shows the big sister trope. Ending in a sleepover I'll never forget. And who can forget the ear cleaning scene, huh?
Told you Japan had a fetish for other holes.
Okay, let's break down these games and give them a rating. Nekopara Volume 1 is pleasing to me. I think for a visual novel they went full steam ahead, and it was a AAA game. For a kinetic visual novel, it made itself stronger in other areas. If slice of life isn't for you, this might not be your slice of bread, but if you prefer things to get more frisky, I suggest the hotter version. Volume 0 is appealing, focusing more on extras and other scenarios. There's not real focus on the sexual and more of the cutesy moments, so those people may be let down. Volume 2 is pleasing. For a visual novel series, I've been surprised at how great these games hold up, as I'm not a big fan of visual novels, but I do love slice of life. The attention to the other cat girls and our hero's further desires to be one with them makes this one an absolute delight. And with Volume 3 in the works and even a campaign being launched for an anime series, I would have to say that this series has got a lot of promise. Keep on this track, NekoWorks. Don't let me down.
Well, that's it for this episode of That Game. I'm Shades, and this is the Visual Novel Marathon. Good night.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you want to keep up to date with the latest DAT goodness, click the subscribe button, and don't forget to click like on this video. Also, if you guys want to see some exclusive and uncensored DAT Game episodes, including extra content, you can support us on Patreon. And if you want to wear DAT Game, you can head on over to our store and get some sweet shady shirts and merch. Thanks again for watching.
飛び移り